Okay, so let's see what's in store, what we need to be aware of for the month of May for Gemini. For the month of May 2018. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Wow, 3 Pentacle cards already. There's a focus on work, on planning. Oops. Wow, okay, I'm not going to take these. Work, planning, strategizing, looking at your options. Oh, what's happening, Gemini? The cards are flying. You could be juggling a lot around work at the moment. You know, strong focus on work, definitely. Working hard at something. Juggling things, looking at different options, but also taking the time to plan what your next steps are. In terms of work, in terms of the Pentacles are material things, so tangible things. Could be finances, it could be wanting to acquire something new, a home, a car. I don't know what's happening. The cards are just... So let's see. Oh, this fell off earlier and I didn't take it. Here we go. The 3 of Swords again. The Strength and the Page of Wands. So I feel there's a level of discontent with a work situation. And you're looking at exploring other options. You're weighing your options. Oh, I've got the 4 of Wands here that fell off. A situation that's requiring patience, I think. With the Knight of Pentacles here, he's taking his time to plan and think about his next steps. The Strength card also denotes patience. So you're not rushing into anything. You're being strong. You're taking your time. Even though there is a level of unhappiness around the situation, and I feel that there is that this person is feeling that their efforts are not being rewarded or recognized. That they're putting a lot of hard work. That they're dedicated to what they're doing, but it's not. Ooh, 10 of Swords. But it's not being acknowledged or appreciated. And so you're looking at a new project, you're looking at a new direction here, at a new start. You're taking your time with it. This reading is very multi-layered, I feel, but I'll just carry on with this, with what I'm feeling around this, but there's another layer here. There is a fear around losing stability. So, and I feel that is why you're taking your time and being patient, and looking at your options very carefully, not rushing things, because there's stability at stake here. And let's say if you're thinking about leaving your current job, your current situation, that will threaten your stability. So an ending to this with the Ten of Swords is going to affect your stability. And so you're taking this very slowly, being cautious, and thinking very carefully about your next steps. 10 of Cups. So we've got two tens right next to each other. Tens are about completion. So either something is going to come to an end, especially with the Ten of Swords here and the Three of Swords, or that's what you're thinking about. So it could be either that's something that is going to take place or likely to take place, or something that's in your energy, in your mental energy and emotional energy, something that you're really thinking about. I've had enough of this. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to move from this feeling of feeling bereft and betrayed. My efforts are not recognized or appreciated, and I'm going to move towards emotional fulfillment. I'm going to move somewhere else, a different job, a different relationship, if this relates to relationships, even though I don't see any Cups cards, but it could well be related to a relationship for some of you. Moving from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups to emotional fulfillment and happiness. And if you look at this row, someone is considering their options for a new beginning. They want a new start that will lead to this Ten of Cups, that will be fulfilling for them. Because at the moment, they're having to be patient, they're having to be strong, they're having to wait, bide their time. Before they go ahead with that ending. And it's a difficult ending, because in this situation with the Ten of Swords, there's a feeling of being let down here, like with the Three of Swords. The feeling of being let down, feeling of unhappiness around the situation. Because in the past, you've worked hard, worked and put the effort, but it hasn't led to anything. It hasn't led to anything. And it is around stability. And it is, for some of you, it is stability around the job situation, and financial security, financial stability. For some of you, this is around the home. So for some of you, this could relate to a home situation, either with a partner or with someone else, but it's in relation to a home situation where there's been, you feel you've put in the effort, it hasn't led to anything except heartache and a level of feeling unfulfilled, feeling even let down. This situation has required a lot of strength on your part, a lot of patience, and it got you thinking about the future, about considering your options. But you're taking your time, you're not rushing. But you want this new beginning here. You want this emotional fulfillment. And as I said earlier, with these two, with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, there is the energy of endings here. Either it's something that you're considering, something that you want. You may change your mind later. But at the moment, at the time of this reading, for May, this energy is very strongly around you. Or the cards are saying, this should end. It could be guidance as well. If you're unhappy, you can seek fulfillment somewhere else, starting anew, starting fresh. Look at your options, strategize, plan your next steps, be patient, take your time. And you will reach that emotional fulfillment. And if you look here, we've got the Ten of Swords right between the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. If I take this out and we have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, this is happiness, this is fulfillment, this is stability, this is happy home life. But the Ten of Swords is right in between. So for those of you where this relates to home life, there is unhappiness around the home life. There is a sense of dissatisfaction, maybe heartache. It doesn't have to be, it's a spectrum, readings are a spectrum. So some of you, it could be mild disillusionment, mild unhappiness. For some of you, it could be, I'm fed up and I feel let down and appreciated. For others of you, it could be, I'm totally devastated. I feel betrayed. I feel heartbroken. So it's a spectrum. It depends on who is listening and what your situation is. But there is definitely a level of unhappiness here and dissatisfaction and looking at your options and wanting a new start. I'll pull one extra card. Kind of as the theme, maybe. Let's see. Or guidance. Oh, the Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. The Ace of Cups. You will have that emotional fulfillment. You will get there. You will get there. That's what you want. That's what you want. And you seem to be working towards that. And if you keep working towards it, and planning your next steps, taking small steps forward, you will get to that emotional fulfillment. They're the two last cards in the spread. And, the Ace and the 10, a new emotional beginning that will lead to the Ten of Cups. Um, that's beautiful. The situation looks a bit challenging at the moment, but it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Well, thank you, Gemini, for listening, taking the time to listen. I hope this has been helpful to you. And I look forward to reconnecting with you soon. Thank you very much.